Blase, and I got a jam-packed lesson for you guys. 3 notes for each chord. Listen closely, guys. This lesson is a very good lesson. It'll open up your minds and give you some secrets whenever you're playing the Gouyad song. Stay tuned, guys. We got a jam-packed lesson. Rolling Blase, kompakeyboardschool.com.
Something that's good for me.
Okay, guys, we are live. What key are we in? We're in G, guys. This lesson, I'm going to show you with 3 notes how to really get into the Gouyad feeling, guys, and it'll sound perfect, guys. It'll be sounding beautifully on the keyboard, guys. Listen, we're in the key of G. Before we begin, I want you guys to hit that like and subscribe button because we're about to get this thing pumped up. So, in the key of G, what's your chord progression for this track? Guys, this is the Chalet Gouyad instrumental. Chalet Gouyad instrumental. So it starts on your G, D, E minor, C. G, D, E minor, C. 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4. And we're not going to use all these notes that you just saw in this chord progression, but that's your base chords. We're going to take 3 notes from each one. You guys are going to see how awesome this is, guys. So guys, for the first chord, what are we going to do, guys? Instead of G, D, D, we're going to use G flat, G, and D. Basically, G major 7 minus the B. So we're going to use these 3 notes for your first chord. So what you heard in the beginning, I was doing, that's G flat, G, D. So you can substitute that for your G and for your E chord. So those 3 notes, G flat, G, and D. You guys are doing it? You're only using 3 notes. Listen, when you get to your D chord, your second chord, this is what you do, guys. These are the 3 notes you're going to use for the D. You're going to use G, A, and D. Make sure you land on the A, though. We're going to use G, A, and D. See how that sounds good already, guys. So now what am I doing to sound good? Guys, please watch what the binder is doing, guys. When I hit the first note of whatever I'm doing, I move the left binder down and the right binder up. So, and I let go of the left binder. So guys, I hope you guys can practice that. That'll make all of your solos sound 10 times better than whatever you're doing. So guys, and I leave that right binder up. So we're gonna do it again, guys. Remember, you're gonna use G flat, G, and D. And then only for your D, you're going to use G, A, and D. And listen, one more substitution for your last chord, which is your C, your 4, which is your C major chord. We're going to substitute that, guys, for what? These 3 notes, C, D, and G. That's a suspended second. That's a suspended second, guys. C, D, and G. So we're gonna restart the solo and use C, D, and G for our last chord. So let's go ahead and do it with the beat. Guys, do you see what I'm doing? Just 3 notes for each chord. That's it. That's 3 notes. What 3 notes, guys? For my first chord, I'm using G, D, and G flat. But I'm starting on a G flat. For my second chord, I'm using G, A, and D. For my third chord, I go back to the same G, D, G flat. And for my last chord, I'm doing C, D, and G. And guys, you can use any inversion of that. You can use the first, second, or third inversion. What do I mean by inversion? You can use, instead of G flat, G, D, you can move both the G flat and the D down here. So guys, we're gonna try different inversions and come up with different solos using those 3 notes for each chord. Guys, listen, I'm about to show you guys the secret sauce is using 3 notes per each chord. Watch how this sounds really good. Watch out, guys. You guys get the idea. Now I'm gonna let the beat ride so you guys can get a little bit more practice in. Listen, if you need sounds like these, don't forget to go to kompakeyboardschool.com. Another thing, guys, if you want to learn how to really solo on Gouyad tracks, and if you want to really learn how to play kompa, remember, I have my beginner's kompa course at kompakeyboardschool.com. This is Roland Blase, signing out.